Draw a diagram to represent how virtual memory is created and used. Virtual memory is the type of memory that is created as an extension to RAM. When you're working on a computer, RAM can sometimes become full. This could occur when you're running many applications at the same time, or one application is using a lot of memory. Generally, it's not that good if RAM becomes full, as the processor will take longer to access the data from the RAM, and there is no space for the hard drive to send the RAM new data. This is where virtual memory comes in. When an application is run, data is loaded from the hard drive into the RAM. Data is split up into these segments called pages. Pages are usually all equally sized, very similar to packets. But when the RAM is full, it can't accept any more pages from the hard drive. So, the hard drive allocates a portion of its storage to something called virtual memory. Virtual memory is a temporary holding place for pages that either need to be loaded into RAM or that have been unloaded from RAM and may need to be used by RAM in the future. Essentially, virtual memory adds this extra percentage of storage to the RAM. However, there is a reason why the hard drive is not used as the RAM. The hard drive is very slow in comparison to RAM, so virtual memory is only used as a last resort when the RAM is at 100% capacity. When RAM requires new pages to be loaded, virtual memory will load those pages into RAM, and RAM will send pages back to virtual memory. This process is known as swapping. Swapping is great when the RAM is at 100% capacity. But the more the system swaps, the slower it's going to get. There is also the chance of the system running out of both physical memory and swap space, and it may start to overwrite data in the swap file, causing data loss. Now you know what virtual memory is, let's go ahead and draw the diagram to complete the question. First, we want to show the RAM and the hard drive modules. Then we want to show that the hard drive is portioned in some way to create virtual memory. Lastly, we want to show how pages are transferred between the RAM and the virtual memory. And that is this question completed.